Hey guys, it's TheBattlePro Productions and welcome to some Pokemon news. So today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Go's release date once again, because in my last Pokemon Go release date video, John Smith, he commented below. He's like, hey, guess what, I guess there's more information on the release date for Pokemon Go. It's possible it might come out in March, and yeah, just go check out some, I don't have an article for you, just go and do some research and you'll find something. So I did. Now, what he says is coming out in March, I don't think is going to happen. But first, let's actually go through the whole article. So I went and found a website called Nero Gadget. They have some information here. It's just rumor, speculation, no confirmed release date. So yes, I'll just read through the whole article and then I'll talk about what I think. So, Tatsumi Kimishima, the CEO of Nintendo, expressed the company's desires to push the ladder into the mobile gaming industry. The CEO certified the fact that the first and foremost smartphone app would land in March. One of his major wishes is to see the various smartphone apps that include the famous Nintendo characters. Toto made it clear that the company wishes to develop a top-level real-world game. And we're probably talking about Pokemon Go. And interestingly, a platform that's using AR mapping, he states. He's also continues talking about, saying that, generally speaking, Japanese gaming companies, and I'm sure he's referring to Nintendo, love going vertical by becoming platforms if any opportunity to do so opens up. So it might very well be that Pokemon is not the only Nintendo mobile game that will make use of AR and GPS going forward. So now the next part of this article, they talk about Pokemon Go Plus, how it's going to be, it's going to unveil with the original basic version, which, yeah, that's pretty much a given. Now, for the release date, some believe that Pokemon Go will be unveiled in the following month, but others think the company might defer to the launch of May. So, yes, they're thinking, okay, Tatsumi Kimishima said a smartphone app would land in March. Now, what other games are coming out in March? Miitomo. Based on what we know right now, Miitomo is coming out in March 2016. And we don't know anything about Pokemon Go. In fact, they probably would have already said something if Pokemon Go is going to release in March. It's just how it is. Because I decided to do a little research here for Pokemon Go. And basically, at the end of, it was some Gospel Herald article, it says the March release date is actually a delay. And the reason for the delay of Miitomo until next spring has to do with what Kimishima says, to further improve the application to optimize the overall smart device business. So, I don't really know much about Miitomo, to be honest, because I wasn't really looking forward to it. But let's see. Confirm a March release date for the application. There's no specific release date other than that, but there's no word on price, but it'll probably be free. It isn't a game, it's a social media application that utilizes the Miis. And okay, it looks like it's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So, okay, they're talking about a smartphone app, not a game. Now, you could say, okay, they're just being real vague because you don't want to hear, what. But I'm sure Kimishima is talking about Miitomo. Of course, I could be wrong, but it seems like it's that way. So I don't know why they would talk about Pokemon Go when they haven't said anything about it in the past 3 months, and they're gonna, or 3-4 months at that. And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're just going to release the game in March. No, they won't do that. They're going to try to hype up the fans before they do it. And they'll probably have some video when they're about to release. I mean, like a month before or something, saying, okay, here comes Pokemon Go. But yeah, they're not, I don't think they're planning on doing it. Plus, I mean, so they're going to think the following month, but others think they might defer the launch to May. I feel that's probably the most realistic release date at this point, because when I made that last video, I was thinking, okay, maybe March, maybe April, but to be honest, they want to make sure that they get a ton of people using Miitomo. They need to, I would think, as a business, they'd like to spread out their stuff. So Miitomo come out in March like they're planning, and then it makes sense. A couple months later, Pokemon Go comes out, so it means people have two different apps. No one really knows the price of Miitomo. It could be a free-to-play thing. I mean, it's social media, but they might have some little thing, I don't know. It could be like Talking Tom or whatever, have those little mini games in there, and then you have to pay for certain things, and yeah, they'll find a way to make money off that, trust me. But Pokemon Go probably, I mean, they've already said there's going to be microtransactions. I can make a whole video on microtransactions for Pokemon Go. I mean, I'll just do a short summary right now. I just hope that microtransactions don't ruin the game. And it's a free game. I mean, even some people will buy Plus, but I'm sure they'll find a way to make it still microtransaction. It's going to be annoying. Unless, I just hope that if they have them, it doesn't ruin the game itself. Because, you know, typically all these smartphone games, oh, I don't know, Candy Crush, it's a completely different game, but it still has microtransactions. You get stuck at a level, and then they're like, hey, you want to pay some gold bars? You know, you can move on to the next level. Or maybe they'll make it so Pokemon Go you only have a certain amount of Pokeballs per day, and then you can only catch certain amounts, and I don't know what they're going to do with microtransactions. But if they both have microtransactions, they need to make sure they have time for people to spend money on Miitomo. And then they're like, okay, they spend a little bit on Miitomo, whatever. And then when Pokemon Go comes out, they want to make sure that they can get people to use microtransactions on Pokemon Go so they start making money. So I just feel that if they just can't put those two games together. So May, it just seems like a realistic time as well because of the fact that school will be going out, first of all, in some schools in the United States in May, but the majority generally get out at June. So I feel, yeah, that's going to be around the right time frame for them to release that game. So, I mean, that realistically, people have time to go run around and catch Pokemon. That's just how it is. So that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that like button if you did, as well as let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you agree or disagree with my logic? And also, if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button to my YouTube channel. You'll get more Pokemon news and rumor and speculation, as well as some Pokemon Let's Plays. So, see you guys later.